If Republicans are in power, how exactly would they stop this federal project?
Well, I have talked to Scott Walker about it, who seems very committed to making sure that somehow we can just stop the entire project in its tracks, so to speak. And unfortunately, I think, though, beyond that, it's a little cloudy exactly what type of actions would have to be taken. The only role that the state legislature has had in this process up until this time was to convene a 1310 meeting in the Joint Finance Committee and move the dollars from the federal government into the Department of Administration. So if that somehow could be reversed, I think that would be certainly something that we'd have to take a look at and research and work with a new governor to see exactly how that could be done. But I do believe that even if it means some of these federal dollars ultimately being wasted because of that, it still may be the most measured approach to say, listen, this is a huge federal-driven project that needs to stop because, quite honestly, we don't have the dollars in the transportation fund in Wisconsin to maintain this, which is estimated to be anywhere from $13 to $16 million per year.
Let me jump in and follow up on something you said. Some dollars may be wasted. Transportation Secretary Frank Busalaki just said as much as $300 million may have been spent on this project by the end of the year. So you're saying that it would still be okay to walk away from that $300 million or whatever jobs that have gone to architects, engineers, building contractors, that sort of thing. You think in the long run it's better just to pull the plug?
I would hope that the governor, you know, you have a lame duck governor, and unfortunately cabinet members that are pushing as hard and as fast as they can, along with the Secretary of Transportation, Ray LaHood, who was in my district in Watertown just a couple weeks ago, saying that this is something that is going to happen, get used to it. No, I think it is something that has to be examined. If we have to pull the plug, it certainly is something that, once again, would demonstrate how wasteful some of these stimulus dollars are. But unfortunately, I think what we have is just a disastrous governmental operation, and now which is pitting Wisconsin communities against each other, that could turn into a major boondoggle, and all done with the controls under a lame duck governor. It's really a bizarre situation we find ourselves in.
Real briefly, Secretary Busalaki said this very partisan nature surrounding this issue is not the case in places like Florida and California, where you're talking about high-speed rail, and you have Republican governors. He said it's not partisan in other states. Why do you think it's partisan here?
Oh, I think if you look at some of the other states, and I have, that believe that rail would work, the numbers simply are much different than what we see in Wisconsin.